right. So Nathan, so since you're the director, how did you get two Miguels in there? Clearly, there's only one Miguel.
Yeah, there's. I mean, this is it. This is the real guy. So I mean, we couldn't have any doubles. We couldn't get people to wear the same clothes, put on makeup. As we said in the past, low budget film. We didn't have the funds to get multiple people playing multiple parts. So what we had to do, we had to film one shot in one side of the room, vertical, so portrait, and then we had to film it very carefully, portrait again. It still wasn't perfect, but then we had to splice the two shots together. We had to split screen it, and yeah, so that's how that turned out. And we had to cut some of it because it just wouldn't line up, and that would show right now.
For some other scenes, we also had like the fight scene where I'm fighting Joe. There's actually not, we did not use split screen for one of them. And I just kept running out of shot, running out of frame, and just coming back in. And it looked like there's many of me just fighting Joey at once.
Yeah, so me and Miguel, we were trying to experiment, which I'll show the clip in a second. We were trying to experiment, him running in, and Joey would throw him off screen, off the shot, and then he would have to run really quickly around as Joe's looking and acting like there's another Miguel coming. So it looked like there was a bunch of them. Unfortunately, we didn't have the tools to show a bunch of dead Miguel clones laying all around, and so that's why in that other shot where Joey yells Nathan and comes running, you don't see Miguel in the corner. And yeah, so a lot of those shots we didn't do split screen, and we just tried to do some clever cinematography. Walking towards, he's walking, Miguel comes running, punch, run out, good. Joey sells himself, and then he's still walking, next Miguel comes in. Yep, or you'd come in from the other side actually. So it'd be easier for you to, so you'd come in from the other side, knock out. I think that could actually work. We just have to
Come on.
Yeah, and that's just mainly to make up for the lack of tools we have. Like, we basically shot the movie on an iPhone and edited the movie on my iPhone.
Yep.
So, that was a big obstacle.
Were there other scenes that you guys were like thinking of including, but then it was like, oh, this might be too hard to crop?
There's been plenty of scenes where we definitely tried doing a lot of stuff with Miguel clones, and just the cropping wasn't working, the angles weren't good. It was more difficult than I anticipated, which is why you only really see the split screen happen once. The rest of them were kind of just not good. Those were probably scenes that were just hard to shoot. So
I thought I read in an interview where you were going to possibly have all these Miguel clones, instead of the scene where Brock grabbed those two from the cloning facility, he was going to just go to some like weight room, and there were going to be all these Miguels just working out. That seemed like a little ambitious though to do, especially just on an iPhone.
Yeah, there wasn't gonna be a way for us to really do that scene, execute that scene beautifully without it really looking like crap. 2 was really the max that we could do, 2 split screens.
Without it looking too terrible.
Yeah,
Right.
Even then you can
experimented.
see, if you look closely, you can just see the line down the middle.
Yeah, we experimented with other stuff, and we came to a group decision that it just wasn't the right direction to take in this film.
Now tell me about the spit scene. So after Joe
Okay.
delivers the final blow to one of the Miguel clones, there's just kind of this quick shot of just like a loogie coming out of the clone Miguel. So Miguel, do you mind elaborating on that, or you, Nathan?
It was actually not my proudest scene, but but like I had to, I wanted to do it for the movie, and so I collected my spit over time in a small canister, and it was so
Nobody
liquefied.
asked him to do.
Yeah.
I wanted him to just
to-
foam at the mouth.
And I wanted it to look realistic and have a lot of it. But
Why wouldn't you
Yeah,
just make a lot of it in your mouth and just hold it in for like
I
during
have
the
a dry
scene?
mouth.
No,
so it was very hard.
We'll show the clip of what it actually came out as, and I had to cut it because it was just too disgusting. I was like, this is not at all what we wanted.
It was. Will I ever do it again? No.
No, good.
I would not.
If we do
It
it,
was nasty.
if we do something in the next movie, we're using toothpaste. So that's just that.
All right. Well, thank you guys very much for doing the interview.
Yeah,
and-
thank you.
No problem. Thank
you for
you.
having us.
Thank you for having us.